how to treat men with respect and get cherished in return. In many of my videos, I talk about how important it is to treat men with respect, because for us as women, we long to be deeply, deeply loved. And unfortunately, if we disrespect men, and most women do this super unconsciously, they react by becoming withdrawn, not showing up for us, not giving us affection, and we just feel like we are worth nothing and that he doesn't care at all. But this is actually the effect of this unhealthy dynamic between men and women. And through applying this, I was able to turn my relationship into the most beautiful partnership I've ever experienced. My husband treats me like a queen. He is always there for me. He always wants to spend time with me, and he is really proud that I'm his woman. And I shared this in my recent video, which is called how my husband suddenly treated me like a queen. I'll link it just below if you want to check that out. But let's now get into it, and I want to share my top tip, what you can practically do to bring respect into your relationship. So the most important motto you should live by is don't criticize and don't control. So the problem is that when you criticize or control men, they start to feel like you see them as a child, that they are not really men, that you don't trust them, that you think they're not very intelligent. And all of this feels like an attack for men, because their role, how they see themselves, is as the warrior and the protector. And so if they feel that their woman is not seeing those qualities in them, they withdraw because it's deeply, deeply painful for them. And I understand that maybe you think, but you know what, I actually don't respect him. And I understand that. However, the thing is that in the beginning, you should fake it until you make it, so to speak. Because what happened in my case was that I thought that my husband is a little bit like a carefree child. That's a little bit how I saw him, and I thought that I knew best and that my way is the highway. However, what I did not understand was, because of my past, I had real controlling issues, because I grew up in a family that was quite emotionally unsafe, just because my parents were always fighting. And I shared this in the other video that I mentioned previously. And so I started to control my environment. And so a part of me, just because my husband, of course, does things differently, right? That's natural because he's a different person. And I just judged that his way is not as good as my way. But what I learned through actually respecting my husband, I realized that actually he is an amazing guy, and I suddenly started to see all his amazing qualities, and it was really great, because of course, you want to feel that your husband is like a great guy. But yeah, so how to do this practically? So take a moment and sit down and think about, what are the ways that you are controlling or criticizing your husband currently. So in my case, what I did on a regular basis back in the days was to criticize my husband's car driving, to tell him what to wear, and if he didn't approve of my choices, I would belittle him, because I was afraid, that someone would think that he's not good dressed and it would reflect badly on me. I would tell him that he's really messy. I didn't like the way he was doing the dishes. I didn't like the way in general how he was cleaning the house. So all of these things, I tried to control his behavior, and I was very critical doing this. So what I did instead was to literally just stop that. So I didn't make any comments anymore how he was cleaning, what he was wearing, how he was having relationships with his friends and family. If he didn't say happy birthday, I didn't say anything anymore. And the cool thing about this was, first of all, as I said, that my husband just started to relax around me and to come towards me and suddenly just kiss me, because he didn't felt that he always had to defend himself from this constant criticism towards him. But also, Additionally, I became just a much more relaxed person, and to be honest, a more pleasant person to be around. Because when we are in this controlling tendencies, usually people in general don't like us very much because, yeah, we like I was not very nice to be around. You know, I tried to control everyone around me, and people just found me really uptight and very stressful. So, so don't criticize, don't control. Live by this and try it just for 1 week and see what happens. I promise you the results are going to be amazing. So, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. But if you want to go even deeper today, book a free coaching session with me. I'd love to talk to you and to guide you into creating the same level of love, harmony, and connection, like how I feel in my relationship for you. All right, bye bye.